The future is looking bleak. This week, Anthony Fauci's back before Congress as America argues about COVID for the 500th time. Sam Altman wants to give you an AI genie to raise your kids. Startups are building AI to manage your relationships for you. And we have a jam-packed fuck out of here Hall of Fame. All this and more right now on Good Luck with Gino. Good morning and good luck, and welcome back to Good Luck with Gino. I'm your host, Gino the Ghost, and you're locked into episode 162 of the fastest growing podcast in the world. If you're watching on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, make sure you like the show, save it to your device, subscribe to the show, give it a 5-star review, send it to a loved one or an arch nemesis. If you're watching on YouTube, like you should be, isn't that right, Gengar? Isn't that right, baby Gengar? Isn't that right, brand new, absolute banger Gengar card that I picked up today at Collecticon? If you're watching on YouTube like you should be, tap the like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the show. You're going to do that by smashing the fuck out of that subscribe button. And then you're going to grease up that algorithm by leaving a comment. And it's important you leave a comment because you're an oil man, right? I'm an oil man. This is my son, HW. We run a family business, and we leave comments on Gino's YouTube show. Guys, we got so much to talk about this week. I'm going to kind of just jump right into it. Before we do, big announcement today. If you're watching this right now at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time like you should be when the Good Luck Show drops, then I'll be breaking the news to you. The big boy throb news. Darshan's visa got approved. We did it. We did it. We did it, Joe. Darshan's coming to the United States of America and joining the Boy Throb Boys. The fun finally begins. I want to give a big, big thank you to everybody responsible for this. I want to give a big thank you to the fans for being an integral part of making it happen. Would not have been possible without you. We got some really, really fun stuff planned coming up here. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to let the boys roll out the announcements as we see fit. But yeah, big. So when you're done watching the show, maybe you want to head on over to Boy Throb's Instagram and TikTok and share that, spread the news, show some love. We're going to kind of just get right into the week. We had a lot of really, really fucking hilarious stuff happen. And we're going to make fun of some people. It's going to be a good time. We're going to start off by making fun of Sam Altman. The OpenAI CEO just can't help himself but fucking say the most just insufferable stuff at all times. Here he is talking about what's coming for OpenAI. Here we go.
What we need to explain to the world. Number one, we are close to creating a genie that can grant any wish. Oh. Number two, we are going to make sure that our first wishes broadly benefit humanity and that we kind of get the world to a place where a lot more people get to have a lot more wishes. Right. And number three, the space of what you can wish for is incredibly big and creative, and it'll be quite exciting to like figure that out with real sort of human values and preferences. But I think there's a fourth thing too, which is exactly that. You start making these wishes, the computer grants them, and then you're like, I didn't think that was going to work.
Yeah.
What now? It's a weird feeling.
Yeah, it's a weird feeling. A genie. Yeah, we're close to just having a magic genie. Yeah, ChatGPT is pretty close to just being a genie that grants you unlimited wishes. Chat Genie PT. Just we're close to rebranding to just kind of like a mythical, magical fairy that just kind of anything you want, anything you desire, and I'm a genie in a bot one. You gotta rub me the right way. I'm a genie, but a bot one. That's so punny. Oh, man. I wish I could go one day without a tech executive word vomiting the most pseudo-altruistic socialist slop while they megomaniacally accumulate as much capital as possible and rot the planet from within. You know? Yeah, and obviously the first thing we're gonna do with this magical AI genie is make sure we make the world a better place, and just make sure everybody gets more wishes. Yeah, by charging them for fucking API tokens, you know? Yeah, the space of which, what did he say? The space of which you can wish for will be incredibly big and creative, and it'll be exciting to figure that out with sort of human values and preferences. Hey, man, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck does that even mean? Yeah, the space of which you can wish for will be incredibly big and creative. And it'll be sort of exciting to figure that out with human values and preferences as opposed to what are we? Holy word salad. The word salad has lettuce in it and has given Sam the verbal diarrhea virus with all the bullshit that's spewing out of his mouth. Just Sam Altman has reached a level of grifting never before imaginable. He's just running out of pipe dreams to pitch to investors. Now he's just like, yeah, it's going to be a genie. Sam, the plot of Aladdin is not necessarily a roadmap. You know, you can't really, it's not really a compelling pitch. Look, I know we've been lighting billions of dollars on fire every month, but please keep giving us unlimited money. We're moments away from literal fairy magic. Yeah, we're right there. ChatGPT can't even count to 100 on its own. You're telling me I'm about to have my own AI Robin Williams granting unlimited wishes for me? Genie, first wish. Man, I wish we could build more data centers. God, you know what, man? There's this really beautiful park located in my neighborhood. I was wondering, what if instead it was a data center so I could have more wishes, more unlimited wishes? Every time Sam tries to drum up excitement about OpenAI, he says something utterly dystopian. Here's a tweet that he posted yesterday. Cool use case of ChatGPT work I heard last night. Connect your family calendars and explain your kids' interests. Every morning for the drive to school, have it make a podcast that talks about one kid's soccer game that afternoon, one kid's upcoming birthday, some news, etc. Wow, what a neat idea, Sam. Here's a concept, though. What if you talk to your kids? Yeah, no, that's a really cool use case. What if you talk to your kids, though? Yeah, but what if you instead had a relationship with your kids? Finally, you can outsource parenting your own children to an LLM. Hi, Genie. I'd like to make my first wish. Can you make it so I never have to speak to my children again? Hi, Genie. Yeah, for my first wish today, I'd love for my kids to shut the fuck up without having me have to speak to them. Any solutions? Dude. All right, we got, but that's not quite dystopian enough. I'd like to turn up the Black Mirror level to 10, and we're going to introduce a new AI companion that's coming called Orchid AI. This ad has taken the internet by storm. It's gone extremely dummy viral because that's the point. And here, without further ado, here is Orchid AI, which is a new hot AI companion company rolling out of Silicon Valley that'll probably be launched in like 3 years. Here we go.
Big day.
Huge. Keep going. I got you. Send it.
You don't even know what it is.
Big though.
So what does he have planned?
Nothing. You forgot.
And you're just calm about it?
I've got it covered.
This is Sam we're talking about.
Don't worry. I got it.
lilies.
Yeah, your favorite.
You remembered.
Of course I did. I pay attention to that stuff.
Oh my God. Okay. God, we're fucked, dude. Oh, we're so fucked. Okay, so I have some questions. So, do the orchids communicate? Like, does the Orchid AI communicate to each other, or do they both have the same Orchid AI agent on their phone? So it's an AI agent that snitches on you to your significant other? Is that what I'm understanding? Couples out here sharing passwords, sharing bank accounts, and now sharing an AI brain with each other. They're essentially just talking to each other through an LLM mediator that picks sides. It's like a relationship therapist that, according to this ad, just for sure sides with the girl all the time. What could go wrong? Ugh, Orchid. He's always at work. I just wish he had more time for me. One sec. Sending a dick pic from his email to all his female coworkers. I've got it covered. Just sent a dick pic to his boss. Don't worry. I've got it covered. Just send a photo of his flaccid penis to all the women that work at the company. He'll have way more time for you now because he'll be fired. And probably will not be able to leave the house. He'll be on an ankle monitor and he will be a sex offender. But Orchid, that one bitch keeps liking his photos on Instagram. Got it. Calling the SWAT team to her address and telling them she has an armed explosive and hostages. Don't worry. I got it covered. Don't worry. I got it covered. I noticed she has a Tesla. Disconnecting the brakes now. Thanks, Orchid. Dude, look at how Orchid AI talks to this man. He's like, okay, I can do this. And Orchid AI is like, you can't. That's why I'm here. That's psychotic messaging from this company. It's like, not only can you not handle having a girlfriend, men, but Orchid is basically a cunty, nagging pocket girlfriend to help you with your real life girlfriend. Great news, fellas. You don't need to remember anything anymore. Just tape your eyes open and let Orchid live your life and fuck your girlfriend for you. Just let Orchid AI stimulate your girlfriend's brain and keep her entertained while you play Call of Duty Rebirth Island. Oh, Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out soon. Don't worry, boys. You can game as much as you want as Orchid AI fucks your girlfriend and keeps her stimulated and books reservations for you. And also just like it's really interesting marketing here. Very interesting marketing campaign from Orchid AI here. Hey there, you big dumb man-child boyfriend. Let Orchid AI help you zombie walk through your mundane relationship long enough to trick your loser girlfriend into marrying you, only for her to cheat on you with the pool boy 7 years into marriage and divorce you at 44. Orchid AI, we've got you covered. This is fucking bleak, dude. This ad is bleak, brother. I imagine the marketing execs of these AI companion companies just sit down at strategy meetings and they're like, okay, so who's got the most dystopian sociopathic idea that every normal person is going to fucking hate? Let's rage bait our potential customer base into hating us before we even launch. Who's got some ideas? Let's start spitballing. It's just like unreal, man. God, we're cooked. All right. That's enough of that. Let's get into politics. Guys, look, I don't really like to get into politics. You know that, right? I'm kind of a down the middle kind of guy. But you know who does like to get into politics? That would be lead correspondent over at the most trusted source of news, GNN. Now, I'm going to kick it on over to him. Gino, can you do me a favor? Can you tell us what's going on in the world right now? Welcome to GNN, your leading source of news, politics, and this week, the COVID pandemic again. And now your host, Gino Bory. Good afternoon. I'm your host, Gino Bory, and this is the news. So, all right, let me take a sip of this unbranded water. You can tell my voice is a little hoarse. I was at Collecticon today, wheeling and dealing Pokemon cards. I sold a Rayquaza EX for just a disgusting amount of money today. I feel amazing, guys. I'm feeling myself a little bit, but my voice is gone because I've been talking people's ear off and being a staunch negotiator. Okay, enough about that. Sorry, GNN. This is Gino Bory. Gino Bory. Okay, this week, Anthony Fauci appeared before Congress to face questioning about the COVID pandemic again, and invoked the Fifth Amendment over and over and over and over again. We're going to play this clip here. This is kind of the one that's been going really viral.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Well, nothing says honesty like taking the fifth, huh, Doc? Let's try something. What day of the week is it today?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
What color tie are you wearing?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
What color's the carpet in front of you?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth.
You get the idea. You get the idea. Hold on, though. I have some questions, because the thing is that everybody was showing this whole him pleading the fifth thing as the big gotcha, but some of the loudest people celebrating this clip spent years defending Donald Trump for doing the same thing. Trump invoked the Fifth Amendment over 400 times in the New York civil fraud investigation, later saying only an absolute fool wouldn't plead the fifth in that situation. So which is it? Is pleading the fifth an admission of guilt, or is it a constitutional right? Because apparently it just depends what hat you're wearing. We just pick and choose when it's an admission of guilt versus just using your constitutional rights. And the real thing is, because who gives a fuck about this? This is not the issue, right? We can talk about the hypocrisy regarding Donald Trump every single time, but I'm a little tired of it. People are acting like pleading the fifth is some smoking gun to the COVID pandemic in general, and it's not. This trial was basically just a witch hunt filled with performative court gesturing by senators, namely Rand Paul, but some other absolute fucking clowns just doing political theater. Here's a fun one.
Sell them all, run for office, run for the United States Senate. Here I am sitting in front of you 6 years later saying, who the fuck do you think you were for doing that?
All right.
It is a total disgrace what you did to this country. And if my Democrat colleagues are standing there defending you, I hope the voters of the United States of America watch the clips of every one of you doting on a guy who was more interested in being a celebrity than saving American people.
Oh, it's about midterms. Oh, it's about midterm. Oh, that's why we're doing this. Oh, it's a distraction and it's about midterms. Got it. Okay. First of all, big tough senator said a big swear word. Did you hear he said the F word? Oh my God, he said fuck. Oh my God, he said fuck. Oh my God, he said fuck out loud. He must really be serious. Oh, Senator Molino, he must really be serious. He said fuck. All this political theater is so fucking boring, dude. From all these fake tough guys. This guy's son-in-law, by the way, Senator Moreno, this guy's son-in-law, Republican Senator Max Miller, abused his wife and daughter, by the way. Yeah, wife and daughter filed a fucking lawsuit, a civil lawsuit, that his Republican colleague abused his wife and daughter. Where's that energy for your Republican colleague? Hey, where's that energy for the Epstein files? Hey guys, where's that energy for the Epstein files? Why the fuck are we talking about this still? They released Fauci's personal diary before the full Epstein files or a single arrest. Okay? Where's the outrage? Where's the jester maxing? If only Republicans could be as tough on the pedophile sex trafficking ring as they are on the 85-year-old scientist that was a lifetime public servant to the nation's health. Even Trump called him a national hero. You remember that? Somehow Anthony Fauci's journal became a higher government priority than the client list. And I find that so interesting. But while we're rewriting history, can we stop pretending that the vaccine was some Democrat conspiracy, please? Can we cut that shit out? Because Operation Warp Speed happened under Donald Trump's administration. We're talking about how this guy handled it. It's under the Trump administration. Trump was the president and was praising him the whole time. Can we do this? Can we stop? Trump pushed it. Trump took the vaccine. Trump bragged about it. It was one of his biggest accomplishments of his first administration. And now half his supporters act like it was a Bill Gates DLC package. But this isn't even the story. Because somehow people are convinced that this trial proves that COVID was a scam and Fauci is the guilty party behind it. Dude, all week I've seen people fucking posting, they're victory lapping. I was right about COVID. Here we go.
So now that it's been proven without a shadow of a doubt that the vaccine in regards to COVID was complete and utter bullshit, I would just like to say, being somebody that is a free thinker and didn't fall for the fucking bullshit that they perpetuated on us, it is so vindicating all these years later to be proven right, which I knew I was from the jump.
Did you? Yeah. Interesting how all the free thinkers have the exact same opinion, devoid of evidence. Proven without a shadow of a doubt that the vaccine was complete bullshit. By who? YouTube scientists and graduates of RFK Juniversity? Got to clear my voice in honor of RFK Jr. Let me take a sip of unbranded water. Where did this come from? Did you guys watch the same thing I watched? No, because you didn't even watch the hearing. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, because you didn't even actually watch it. Look, congrats to everybody who skipped the vaccine and didn't get sick. That's awesome, man. But the stats and the data overwhelmingly prove that the vaccine prevented millions of deaths globally, and nothing in this trial said otherwise. There's nothing in this trial that says that the pandemic was a plandemic. There's nothing in this trial that proves that the vaccine was not effective. Okay? Now, does Fauci deserve scrutiny? Yes, absolutely. COVID was one of the biggest public policy failures of all time. And you know what? You got to chalk that up to obviously the head coach. You got to chalk it up to Donald Trump. But you have to, sure, Fauci fucked up at times. Millions of people died, Mistakes were made, recommendations changed, the lab leak debate evolved. People have every right to ask hard questions. I have hard questions. I took the vaccine, obviously. I got a booster. I got a booster. I'm not stoked, but hey, there's a lot of people that didn't and they died. You know what I mean? Let's not pretend that this hearing answered any of those questions, because it didn't. It was just a fucking and the discourse online has been more of the same. People can never decide if COVID is basically just the flu and that the libtards overreacted and shut down the country, again, the Trump administration, or if it's some deadly bioweapon made by Fauci and the CCP. Which is it? Was COVID a scamdemic? Was COVID some scandemic with a fake shutdown to cripple the economy and keep your kids locked inside, perpetuated by Fauci for some some vague government interest that hasn't been defined? Or is it a lethal virus and Fauci is a mass murderer? Which is it? Because it can't be both. It can't be both. It can't be both things. It can't be both things. It can't be a harmless common cold and a lethal bioweapon made in a Chinese lab, orchestrated by Anthony Fauci and Bill Gates. It can't be both. Guys, pick one. The vaccine was not perfect. It didn't stop every infection, but the evidence that it dramatically reduced severe disease and death is overwhelming. That's why virtually every major public health system on earth recommended it. Yeah, by the way, guys, this was a global thing. America does this thing where we act like we're the only fucking ones. Like we're the only, like I'm the only girl in the world, you know? Like the whole country and the whole globe was affected by this. The thing is that the pandemic broke everybody's brain. The left turned Fauci into a saint. The right turned him into Satan. Reality is usually less satisfying and less exciting. He's a public health official that's been working in the government forever, trying to navigate an unprecedented crisis. He got some things right. He got some things wrong. He's a part of the big bad government fucking mafia. He's protected, okay? So he's not going to actually get in any trouble because he's just doing he's just following orders, man. You know what I mean? And following the science, you know? And whether you are stoked about having to stay inside for years, I know I wasn't, but I did it. You know? And here I am. I'm fine. Now, the big question I have is, why are we talking about this now? Is this the most pressing issue? And again, we know the answer. It's just about midterms. We're just distracting from the fact that we're not only engaged in a war and funding a genocide, but we're losing that war, by the way. By the way, we're losing that war. The economy is crashing, and we still haven't fucking had a single person from the Epstein files arrested, and it's all fucking falling apart. And look over here. Look over here. I'm bored, dude. Like we're pulling out the hits, you know? I don't know if this country's ever going to recover from the misinformation war launched on both sides of this pandemic. The psychological PTSD of being stuck inside with brain rot as time wasted away. People lost years of their adulthood, missed college, lost their job, lost their business, didn't get to see their loved ones before they died from the virus. That was a global pandemic. But let's not play revisionist history. Let's stop pretending that millions did not lose their lives. And let's stop pretending that this decrepit old man is the one fucking responsible for it. You know? So anyway, I'm so bored of the COVID virus. We're moving on. I'm bored. Dude, I'm bored. I'm so sick of all these senators and their... Look at the COVID. All right. Oh, God. I'm a mess. Let's get to everyone's favorite segment, guys. Yeah? Let's have some fun. Let's get to the FOH HOF. I promised we had a big fun one for you. We got not one, not two, not three, but 4 bangers for you today. Wow. Without further ado, it's time for the FOH HOF.
Everything he touched go crazy. Crypto pumpkin, baby. LA to Vegas, catch him in your city, better hide your main bitch. Good luck, baby. Good luck, baby. Good luck, baby. Show about to start soon. Good luck, baby.
And we're back. Welcome back to the FOH HOF, the Fuck Outta Here Hall of Fame. The first inductees this week are some alpha bros from Miami. Yeah, we're going to make fun of some alpha Miami bros today. Man, I've been dying to make fun of these guys. Oh, buddy. I've been gathering clips. I've been waiting for the perfect one. Here we go. Let's just get right into it. Clip 1.
If the CIA needed to hire some people for intel on girls, I have more intel than anybody in Miami. It's a brutal business, man. So annoying coordinating girls.
Well, with women, I mean, how do you manage that many women bringing drama, bringing problems, crying? I can barely do it one.
These girls just come to me and they just tell me everything. Their life story, every guy they've been seeing, the dude that scammed them, like everything. Dude, I wish girls would just ask me, can I come out tonight? No. It's, can I come out tonight? Oh, but my friend's really upset about her ex-boyfriend. Can we make her happy? Can we get her a birthday sign? Can we get on a yacht? A yacht? Because they can't spell the word yacht. Oh my God.
I give you kudos, brother, for the business you've developed, huh?
Yeah, man. All right, RFK Jr., maybe take a sip of water with all those red pills next time, yeah? I think you have a few caught in your throat. There's a frog in your throat. Bro sounds like he's talking into a box fan while talking about OnlyFans girls. Sounds like he's talking into OnlyFans. Can somebody please get Al Pacino from Scent of a Woman some throat coat tea? Sounds like his voice is losing cell reception. Fucking club promoters, dude. This club promoter needs to stop bragging about selling bottle service and go get a bottle of Benadryl to service the gravel in his larynx. Yeah, you know, I was smoking my cigarette with Beneath. Sounds like every hairdresser in like Jersey, you know. Well, I was smoking my cigarettes. Well, I told Beneath that I wasn't gonna well, it's just not gonna happen. I told the girl that they want bottle service, they're gonna have to come. And if they want to get on the yacht, I told Beneath. Sounds like he eats Newport Cigarette Crunch cereal for breakfast every morning. All right, now let's address this man on the left, who somehow looks 15 and 50 at the same time. Why is a prepubescent elder trying to give me advice on how to pull women? He looks like if Timmy Turner ran out of wishes and developed a fent addiction. He looks like Benjamin Button if the movie ended 20 minutes in and he was just stuck like that. Look at this guy, dude. All dressed for his first day of school in his brand new bagpipe print skin-tight jeggings. Jack Doherty's alcoholic father. What are these fucking guys doing, man? Yo, what's up, boys? I'm going to go to the Apple store and shoot some Intel content. You in? Yo, what's up? Yeah, yo, what's up, man? Yo, gonna head to the Apple store in Dade County and just shoot some straight incel content. We're gonna talk about chicks, man. You in, bro? Yeah, hell yeah, dude. If I had to go to the Genius Bar and I had to listen to these two geniuses talk about Miami nightlife, I would eat an iPhone battery. These absolute fucking chuds, dude. And then they here's another one. Oh, man, they're full of them. Dude, I could do a whole episode on these clips. These guys are fucking hilarious. Here's another one.
Than anybody probably on planet Earth.
Wait, you have a list with the ranking?
I have 40,000 girls on the list.
Holy
shit. Like attractive girls, rated, the type, age, everything. Dude, you want to see some crazy shit?
40,000. We have something in common. I'm the best at what I do.
I agree. I think it's a slow weekend. I only have roughly around 625 girls here visiting. Green is really, really hot girls. Yellow is like decent, like pretty good. Red is like, and then blue is absolutely not.
Blue is like an office worker?
Awful. Trash.
Do you use girls for...
I charge them for events, those girls.
Here we have 3 absolute chopsticks rating women. Just pure comedy here. An Excel spreadsheet of women that would never sleep with any of these jamokes. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. I'm the best at what I do, he says to the camera. Yeah, I'm the best at what I do. What is that exactly? Looking like the guy cast to play Peter Dinklage in his biopic? Since Peter wouldn't want an actual little person to play himself, obviously. And that's a good joke. And then look at this absolute nerd in the back holding an empty briefcase. You know there's nothing but empty hopes and dreams in that briefcase. Just a briefcase filled with imaginary Bugatti pink slips that he signed in his mind palace. Look at these fucking guys, man. Miami is a disease. All right, next video. This next inductee into the FOH HOF has been here before. That would be Kevin O'Leary, who is just insufferable. Let's get right into it. Here we go.
It is the grail piece of all watches. It is the white gold, ruby and diamond Daytona. Grown men weep just looking at pictures of this mystical beast. Does it exist? And I got on my knees and begged for it. Begged. I said, could you consider, just after all our relationship time together, and I've been a great steward for the brand. I've never sold a Rolex. I've talked about the importance of the brand. Isn't this the moment to consider, if the mystical beast exists, that I would have it on my wrist? And then back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The morning here in LA, before the Oscars, the phone rings. They gave me an address and they said, be there. And there it was. We opened the box. The entire Rolex staff had never seen it. All the dealers from around LA came to see it. And for an hour, we looked at it. We didn't touch it. We just looked at it and said, like,
It's real.
It's real.
Did you cry?
I did. And I wore it.
Seriously.
I was weeping. It was mine. I own it. I have that piece. Do you know how many people have that piece? Maybe nobody. Like, it's not known. That watch, maybe it would trade, if it traded, for $1.8 million. Walking around with 35 mil.
All right, Kevin, put your dick back in your pants, yeah? God, this is pathetic. Dude, imagine crying over a watch, let alone a watch that looks like this. Got on his knees and wept over the same watch that Roger Federer gifted his wife, by the way. Yeah. Who has this watch? I don't know. Almost nobody. Yeah. Roger Federer's wife has this watch as a gift. Okay. Also, I'm sorry. Is he wearing two watches in this clip? Nothing tackier than wearing two watches, dude. Pick a fucking watch, you nerd. Make a decision. Dual wielding watches like a tacky Elden Ring character. Make a choice. Yeah? This is the guy that said my generation was broke because they spent $20 on lunch, by the way. Lately, it feels like Kevin O'Leary is a psyop by big poverty to stoke hatred against the ultra-wealthy. And also, why is he talking like this? Like he's reading a sultry, softcore porn adult novel. And there it was. The mythical beast. He unzipped his pants and bestowed. The mythical beast. I got on my knees and begged. To just put it, could I just touch it? The mythical beast. Sorry, am I making you uncomfortable, guys? Sorry, am I getting you a little hot and bothered? Talking about this mythical beast. As he opened lock in. As he opened the case to bestow this mythical beast. And I wept. I wept as I grabbed it and placed it. Okay. And we all and all the Rolex employees just watched. They'd never seen it before. We watched. It's real, like as if they're opening the Ark of the Covenant. And then they just burned and melted away. I think have some goddamn composure, dude. Here's the thing, though. I think what people are missing in this clip is that he bought a $35 million watch for retail at like $1.8 million. So basically, Rolex gifted him $30 million in equity. So he would go on podcasts and grovel like this. The problem is he's recounting it in the most cringe way possible. It legit makes me want to sell my fucking Rolex and all the material items that I have and move to Idaho and just live off the land, you know? Now, I'm not going to do that, obviously, but... And I'm not necessarily a blanket statement, eat the rich guy, but we should absolutely eat Kevin O'Leary. I'll take the watch. God damn it, that's a sick watch. Fuck. That's a sick watch. Who am I kidding? But shut the fuck up, dude. You know what I mean? Okay. Next video here. Let's see. Let me pull this one up. And you know what I'm gonna do right now? I'm gonna order dinner before. I'm gonna order dinner before it closes. No, did it close? Dude. All right, I'll do this later. Okay. Fuck. Next video. Here we go. Next video. Yeah, we got another entrepreneur bro here we're gonna make fun of. Let's just jump right into it. This is Parent of the Year right here.
My kids don't get an allowance. They send me invoices. And before anyone gets upset about that, let me explain how it works in my house. Chores don't pay. Nobody pays me to do the dishes. You live here. You help. That's family. But my kids do get paid for other things. If you read a book and sit with me and tell me what you took from that book, that pays. If you do something that scares you, that pays. If you bring me or your mom an idea, a real one, where you thought about it, who it helps, and what it costs, that pays best of all. Because here's what I realized about allowance. It teaches a kid that money shows up on Friday because they exist. That's employee training. And it starts at 7 years old. Nobody teaches kids that money follows value. That you get paid when you make something better for somebody else. So my wife and I flipped it. My kids negotiate with me now. They're learning to ask for more and back it up. My daughter, she countered me last month and she was right, so I paid. I'm not raising kids who wait to be paid. I'm raising kids who send the bill.
Nice, man. Yeah, he's really got that ChatGPT grifter cadence down to a science here. I'm not raising kids that pay. I'm raising kids that pay the bill. I'm not giving an allowance. I'm allowing them to learn how to make money. Here's what I realized about allowance. The word allow assumes I allow them to be my dependent. And that's not, I don't give my kids an allowance. That's why I don't give them. I don't allow my kids to live in my house without paying rent. I'm a parent. You understand? I'm not being a parent. I'm allowing my kids to pay rent in my house. He's talking like most deaf. He's talking like Talib Kweli raps. I'm not a pay rent. I'm a pay rent to my parent. Like a slam poem. My son wants dinner. He has to pay for that. Yeah, I send my kids an invoice at the end of every week with a bundle of photocopied receipts. My children don't need a childhood. Let's break down the word childhood. Childhood. Don't child your hood your child. Put a hood over their head and take them to a deserted warehouse. Kidnap your own child. Then make your other child negotiate their release as if it were a hostage situation. How much is too much for ransom? Do you wait until they get the severed ear sent in the mail? Do you call the police? This teaches them the value of money. If they can't afford the ransom because they're a 13-year-old child, well, that's a tough lesson they'll need to learn. When their brother is dead. When their brother is found dead because you couldn't raise the money for the ransom or because you mishandled the situation. Do you want your children to own 10 homes before 30 or be middle-class losers? You live here, you help. That's family. When you're here, you help out. That's family. When you're here, you're family. Olive Garden. This guy sounds like he's doing an impression of me making fun of him when he talks. This guy looks like he's watched my videos over the years and is doing an impression of that, but he's dead ass. Last video, and guys, we saved the best for last. Now, I want to apologize before I play this clip, and I want to offer a trigger warning. This is not for the sensitive. This is gonna be a tough one. To kick off your Monday, just to kick off your week. I'm going to just jump right into it, guys. I had to see this, so now you have to see this. Here we go.
I pulled out of her and swam over to the wire fence that encircled the pool. And Dolly swam up to me. She laid her snout on my shoulder. She embraced me with her flippers. And we just stared into each other's eyes for a couple of minutes. Well, when other people claim that I must have raped the dolphin, My response is that you can't outswim a dolphin in the water. Michael Phelps could not outswim a dolphin in the water. Dolphin in the water is in its element. We spent half an hour in courtship. If it had been rape, it would have been easier for her to stay in the pen where the male dolphin would have protected her from me. Instead, she chose to squeeze between a couple of boards and get into another pen where we had some privacy. And what she ended up wanting to do was make love with me. Their claim that this was rape is based on a whole bunch of fallacies. I couldn't find any moral or ethical objections, and I still don't. I think what may have harmed her was that we both developed an emotional attachment. In fact, I think it's fair to say that if I hadn't been involved with Dolly, if I hadn't been in love with Dolly, I never would have bothered to write a book about the experience. If this was just some farm boy with a goat, I'm not sure that's a worthwhile story. I'm pretty convinced that Dolly was also in love with me just from the way she behaved. I'm convinced that we were in love with each other.
Dolphin Dussy. You know what? Peter was right. Maybe we should shut down SeaWorld. You know what? Guys, I'm so sorry. Okay, where do we begin? First of all, is he blaming the dolphin? Did he just Me Too a dolphin? Did he just, she asked for it with her outfit, a dolphin? I don't know, man. There's something fishy about this guy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And, you know, there's a semen joke here, but I just don't have it in me. I just can't do it. I can't bring myself to make that joke. This guy's like the Deep from The Boys. Talking about Flipper. So Flipper's for the streets. Is that what I'm gathering here? Wait, no. Flipper is for the streams. Sorry, because of the river. He should start an OnlyFans. Yeah, that was a bit of a layup, huh? You thought it. I'm not the first one to make that joke. I know that. I know somebody made that joke before, but I had to deliver it. Okay, let's continue. So I'm sorry. So he says he pulled out of her. Can we? I gotta just hear this one more time. This is how the clip fucking started. I didn't realize he was talking about fucking a dolphin when this clip started.
I pulled out of her and...
I pulled out of her. Dude, I'm sorry, man. Can we bring back dial-up internet? This whole thing was a mistake. We all need to know less about each other. I miss when this app was for sharing food photos with friends and family. You know, remember when the internet used to be so simple. You used to get on the internet and you go, "Oh, I wonder what my friend from high school is doing at work," you know? And now I get on the internet. And I open up my phone. I open up Instagram and I click on Reels. And the first video that I see when I open my eyes and I rub the crusties out of my eyes is, well, you know, when I pulled out of the dolphin I was fucking, that I was madly in love with. And by the way, I didn't rape the dolphin because the dolphin can swim away. Yeah, because when I was deep inside that dolphin Dussy, don't you think that the dolphin would have swam away if she didn't want it? Sorry. Was that good? I need to get some fucking food. I got to get out of here. This fucking clip is insane, dude. And by the way, if you're not watching the Good Luck Show, yes, he looks like that. Yes, he looks like that. He looks exactly like that, dude. Are you picturing him? No, he's not wearing glasses, but he does look just like that. All right. Man, how old was the dolphin? Is he an aquaphile? Is this aquaphilia? A pedolphin file? A pedophile? All right, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. Guys, I want to thank you for watching Good Luck with Gino this week. I want to apologize for putting you through that. If you're watching on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, make sure you like the show, save it to your device, give it a 5-star review, even after we went through the dolphin rape clip, and send it to a loved one or an arch nemesis. If you're watching on YouTube, like you should be, isn't that right, Gengar? Isn't that right, baby Gengar? Make sure you tap the like button ever so delicately, and then dolphin rape that subscribe button. Just get deep in that dolphin dussy subscribe button. Just get deep in that dolphin like the deep. And grease up that algorithm by leaving a comment, because you're an oil man. Yeah, I want to guys, next week we will not have any, I promise we will not have any clip like that on the show next week, but I just had, dude, I got sent that, I got maybe 100 DMs of that clip this week. I had to do it. I have a responsibility. I want to thank you, Beyonce, for giving me the opportunity to have this show. Guys, Darshan is here. Boy Throb Supremacy starts today. I will see you next week as the world continues to crumble beneath our ever so delicate little feetsies. Good night and good luck. Sing that fucking song. Sing to that show, Pikachu. With who? That's me. It's gonna get you moving, get you in the zone. Good luck, good vibes, good times. With Gino by your side, you'll be feeling fine. Every week, he's gonna bring the hype. Woo! So come on, let's go tune in all night. I'm playing the fuck up the drums right now, dude. Bitch.